What's going on, everybody? Lucky here from Lucky 7 Mumos. Today we're going to be opening a case. It's a Peerless 920, which I recently just broke. As you all know, I've been having problems destroying them all. And let's turn this around really quick. I'll show you a little bit here. I fabricated the bottom bracket, the brace, top brace. I was having a problem with the ball gear. They always bust out. I put over here some JB Weld. That seems like it happens to work. So I'm not blowing the ball gear out, what some people will call spider gear. Well, I solved that issue. Now what I'm doing is blowing the front of the case. There's the top. This is the side. And swear to God, I got another just like that on the back side, which is the bottom. So far as transfer case that I have here, twisting from side to side, I solved that issue because of the two brackets I fabricated. I put on the bottom and one up on top. I also got the barons in here. So that solved that issue. Now I'm busting that. So basically what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be disassembling this, and we're going to find out what actually gave up, see if it was a busted gear that caused the case just bust open in two pieces, or did the case just give up because it was twisted. Alright, let's see if I could turn this around here. My chats, they disappear quick, so James, let's see. What's going on over there, buddy? Mr. Doug Sweener. Alright, I'm going to turn this around. I got to get a wrench, which is on the floor next to the machine. So anyways, I made two parts of this video. The first part is only on my Facebook. And then the second part, I told everybody on Facebook, if you want to watch me opening the case, you have to come here and watch me do it live. So if anybody's in the chats, I will catch up on your chats later. And I'll do step-by-step how to take a transfer, which some people call transmissions, other people call transfer cases. We're going to take it apart, and we're going to investigate what actually broke inside. So let me get my wrench. We'll go from there. So first I got to take this bottom bracket here off. In the background, as this right second, I actually have a snowplow that's plowing up the driveway for us. But if you're listening in the background, I do have my laptop going. I'm actually logged on to Twisted R Racing. He does live videos every Friday and Sunday, which I'm there every Sunday during that live video. I can't get there on a Friday because it's kind of tough for me on a Friday. But you guys go check him out, Twisted R Racing. A lot of interesting people that do log on. It's just not about mud mowers, it has to do everything else. And if I'm not mistaken, he is a nice guy. Well, not mistaken, but he is a truck driver as well. James, you might want to check him out. If you guys want to check out other type of videos besides just about mud mowers, this gentleman that's logged on, James, and it's the other trucker, James, on YouTube. You guys gotta check him out. James, I didn't forget about your CB radio. That was supposed to be in the mail, I believe it was last weekend, but came into an issue last weekend. Actually trying to get a little extra hours last week. Time I got out, postal place was closed. Monday through Friday, time I get out of work, get down to my destination, post office is closed. So I promise it will be in the mail sometime this week. Maybe I'll stop there on a lunch break or something. All right. So I got my top brace right here, my bottom brace off. I'm gonna put those aside. Not gonna do anything. And you guys also knowing the bottom brace, check it out, reacts as a skid plate. That's all the things I hit during the winter, you know. Now, if I didn't have this on, that would have hit the transaxle. So, all right, now I gotta go get my air ratchet because I'm not gonna take one off at a time by little ratchet. So let me grab that. Second LB socket, a wrench, 10mm extension, ratchet. Now, if you do happen to have any type of transaxle or transmission, whatever you want to call it, and the case is good and you don't want to damage it, is usually what you're going to do is take one screw off here, one off here, back and forth. You never just stop from one side going all the way around because it might end up cracking. So in this case, what I have here is a transfer case or a transmission that is no good to me, so therefore it doesn't matter how I take the bolts out. It's a shame because it's a pretty red too. I actually just painted it just for shits and giggles. Now, that's another thing. Check this out. I took this transaxle apart. I replaced one gear that was actually two gears. That was no good. I blew up. So I took it apart, replaced those gears, and put it together. Just to let you know, this sealant is not even dry. So it didn't even have time to dry the sealant. And I did that probably about 4 days ago. There's two different ways that you could be able to fill these things up with grease or oil. A lot of people say, "I'll fill it up with grease." Other people say, "Fill it up with oil." There's no particular how to do. Basically, do what you want. So it's a little bit dry on some edges, so therefore I have to pry it off. Now usually, if you have a good transfer case, good transmission, again, whatever you want to call it, you take a little screwdriver or a nice little pry end, and you find a little opening and you tap it and you go nice and easy. Do a little spot here, a little here, a little around, work its way off. But in this case, this transaxle is junk to me, so it doesn't matter how I do it, how hard I bang, long as it comes apart. All right, so what we're looking at inside the transaxle of a Peerless 920 that has been destroyed. You can see the hole right through it. Now the input shaft gear, it looks okay. I really don't see anything that's really damaging on that, which is the input shaft gear right here. I still see all the teeth, so it looks pretty good. It's not damaged at all. Now this piece here, that's still bolted to the bottom piece. We're going to take that off. Turn this down just a tad bit. I didn't take this bolt off because I didn't realize it was still attached to the bottom. So that's the top. That's actually the center of the transaxle. Excuse me. All right, so I just want to point something else out here, that what you see here. These are Barron's Peerless 920s. They don't come with them. And see if I can pull this out really quick here. As you see, I don't know if it's going to focus in. It says Peerless 920 on there. So now, anyways, get back to the Barron's. I'm going to show you guys something really quick. So if you are looking for those Barron's to be able to put in your own transaxle, on my other video when I did install them, I did a little detail where and how you could get them. You're going to have to look at that video. And the part number on the little Barron's here, I don't know if that's going to focus in. It's probably reverse. So I'll read it off. It's 6203-2R S in Sam 3/4 space 45-256. All right. Now, and if you're wondering where to get those Barron's, like I said, you could either message me on Facebook or you could check out one of my other earlier videos. All right. Well, I see two issues here. I got to get a little screwdriver because I think I found the issue. The reason why. Just checking really quick before I say what it was. I'm going to clean up over here a little bit. I'm going to check my other one, which is the top. Which I'm looking up the top, and I don't see them there neither. All right. So I think I found out the reason why I busted the transaxle. Very stupid of me. I should have checked it out. I'm going to turn this on this side here. Yeah, you guys should be able to see. Do you guys see something missing? Right there? I got a shim that's missing. Now, the input shaft goes down straight from here. We'll make believe this is an input shaft. Okay, it turns this gear right here. Now, with this turning, this is my gears that's on this side here. Over here is my shifter, and this piece right here turns this piece. Now, this piece here does not have that little spacer in there, which I'll get the part. I'll show. It's going like this inside. It's turning side to side. All right. It's what they call a floating gear. Now I gotta get my bucket of parts, bucket of parts. Now I have to look for a part right here. Here's a shim. Clean this off this way you guys can see it. So probably what happened is when I took this apart, that shim fell out. I didn't see it. When I replaced the gear number, I think it was number 2 or 3. So when I put it back together, must have fell out, and I didn't see it. So it's possible this little shim right here goes right. Let me turn this down a little bit for you guys. Goes right inside here. So with that little shim being in here, that's going to hold that nice and flush. Because that was not in there. I think I just cost myself another maybe $300 over a little piece of metal like this. I ruined a whole transaxle. It's not due to bracing. It was actually a defect on my end because this gear, what you see here, is going side to side because it had a little gap like so, keeping it from going side to side. So now I determined the issue, what happened to the Lucky 7 transaxle. It wasn't a defect on the gears or the case or my brackets that I did fabricate. So I am happy knowing that the brackets do hold out. Probably would still be working if I put this little piece in. This little spacer right here. Well, hope you guys learned something on this video. Basically, when you take a transaxle apart and you put it back together, you got to make sure you have everything back in its place. And I don't know why I did not see that when I put this back together. It's a shame. It just cost me a lot of money over a stupid little washer that I forgot to put right here to keep that gear from sliding side to side. Now when it was sliding side to side, that's why the center of the transaxle busted. Now I'm going to wipe this off. I'm going to show you where that gear sits. So this gear here sits like so. And what I was doing without that spacer, it was going side to side. So That's it. Little PO'd because I thought it was something that I could have fabricated a bracket to keep it from twisting, but now it's not. Clean my hands up a little bit before I touch my phone. All right, so again, Lucky from Lucky 7 Mud Mows. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the little bell there. Get all my alerts. If you want to see how I took the transmission or transaxle out of the Lucky 7, feel free to check me out on Facebook. I do live videos here every morning between 7. Sorry, somebody was out there. Between 7 and 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time. What else? Always thumbs up. And I told you guys I was going to do a couple shout outs here. A lot of people here. So check out the live chat on the side, and you guys check out other channels I'm going to try to name off on YouTube. The other trucker James, best. Thumbs up, buddy. Appreciate that. Doug. What's going on, brother, for my little mom? Mr. Doug Sweener. Let's see. Small Engine Nation. That's it. Guys, check them out. In the background, I have them live because they were last night. James, how you doing, buddy? Nick. Let's see, Nick. Other 920 is good for average speed traveling about 10 miles an hour. Yes, the 920s are basically decent transaxles. As you all know, the Lucky 7 does have the torque. It does go fast. Average speed for the Lucky 7 is 48 miles an hour. So it does handle. It's just I did a screw up. I forgot to put that little spacer on the transaxle. That's the reason why I blew it. Colts, mud mowers. My daughter Tiffany. Hey, Tiffany's watching. Oh, is watching or was watching. Let's see. Okay, Nick says when you go from grease filled to oil filled, do you need a vent? Yes, any oil filled product, even if it's a hydro, you'll notice it does have an oil vent. Anything that is fluid does need an oil vent. Just give you a heads up on that. Let's see. How can I add right to the front of my mower? Weight to the front? Well, let's see. I think it's Casey. Even with my glasses, I can't read it too good because if you guys notice, I'm on my phone and the lettering is very, very small. You want to add weight to your front of your mower. Well, there's different ways you could be able to add weight to your mower. You could either weld a plate in the front, and you could get old wheel weights. Well, not wheel weights, but lifting weights. Such as, I'm not going to pick it up too much, 50-pound weight. Now, to be able to add this to my Lucky 7, what I do, or to the back of the Lucky 7, you get yourself old axle if you wanted to. You could weld it. Well, any particular way, anywhere on the bottom of the frame. It doesn't have to be up top, on the bottom of the frame. Now you have a spot to slide your weight through. All right. Once that's welded, you can put a lot of weight on there, and that'll give you your weight. And if you're kind of curious, guys, you could check out tractor pulling. Just type that tractor pulling in your YouTube account, and you'll get other people that pull with their tractors. and you'll be able to see how they do it. It's basically the same idea. All right, let's get back. See if there's any more questions here. RS Motorsports, the fabrication. Guys, go to check out his page. He's pretty cool. See, Casey, you have another one. I have an ATV motor under my mower, so there is no motor under the hood, and it is an ATV rear axle. Well, hate to tell you, buddy, but it's not a mud mower. If you have an ATV motor and a rear axle from an ATV, it's not a mud mower. Sorry. That's my opinion. A mud mower is basically a lawn mower that is performing with lawnmower parts. RS Motorsports and Fabrications. You should give the MST series another shot. I put my MST to hell in a lock-in. And yeah, I don't like the MSTs. They're way too small. I tried them several times before the fact of the belt swap. Same torque as your motor. I don't know. 21 horsepower V-twin polish heads, double bowl carburetor, oversized pistons, 2%. Let's see. Find out what happened. Yes, Doug, we just found that out. William. Let's see. Mudster. Build a tube bumper and add some lead. No, you don't want to mess around with that lead stuff. Very hazardous. Try to melt. Share this. Hit the like button. That's it, Doug. You tell them. Share this video. Hit the like button. Got off button. Do. Get off your butt and do something. Yeah. I'm kind of happy I determined what was wrong with the transaxle. I thought it would be another busted gear that caused the housing to blow up in pieces. So needless to say, I got to get myself another housing of a Peerless 920. Or I gotta have to find a whole nother transaxle with the gears and stuff in it and just take my gears and put it in that transaxle. After that, it should be ready to go. And I cannot forget that washer next time. That spacer, I should say. Well, anyways, Lucky 7 here at Mud Mowers, YouTube.com. Small Engine Nation, go to check him out. There's a few other people. You guys got to check out. Right now, I am watching Twisted Out Racing, watching his live video from last night. Just check out the chat. Add people, like the video, thumbs up. Talk to you guys later. Lucky 7 Mud Mowers, YouTube.com. Thank you for here. Over 800 subscribers. Awesome. Thank you.